Exactly. I mean, here it's like no hold barred. You know, it's like you don't want to mess with those waves. This is showing you what the ocean can do. So much has happened since I stopped generating a lot of videos. A lot is very comparative because I know a lot of people put out a video every week, and I would like to get to that point, but we've basically lived in another house, and I put out very few videos, and now we're in another house. So since most of my videos came out, we basically moved houses twice. Some blue ones for upstairs. Let's go like this. My pretty plants.
I was getting sad because I thought you guys were moving everything out from there and heading upstairs.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I want you to. It's too lonely down there.
we already have,
Well, we already moved in upstairs.
yeah.
Good, but you're getting down here too, right?
Oh, we'll still be hanging down here like we do. Yeah. That's not changing.
Otherwise,
Yeah, that's not changing. Hi, partner.
For a house like this with all the fundamentals are nice, but a lot of the edges are sort of rough. Things like curtains and furniture make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Take the edge off.
And I have a ton of videos, just like a lot of people in the world have a ton of videos, and with everyone I'm basically planning on making a YouTube video. I need like to get to this point, so.
Yeah, I may have to reconfigure some stuff up there with that. Are you trying to play Two-Headed Boy, or is that just an accident?
I'm not trying to play, I'm trying to make up my own song.
Yeah, there's a couple notes in there that are similar to that progression of the guitar part for Two-Headed Boy.
And I partially am lacking clarity on where I want to go with the videos, and because you're supposed to kind of find a niche. And I'll tell you guys, one of the ideas is doing like Christian nature peace videos, and another idea, which might be on a separate channel, is focusing on long-term care nursing and really digging into rules and regulations and challenges and problems and coping mechanisms and the kind of vlogs of the real life of a long-term care nurse who works from home mostly and travels occasionally. So this video is going to be option A, and my thoughts are about focusing on sitting on your eggs, where you're continually sitting on your egg, letting it cook, and working on the egg hatching. And it's kind of like not giving up on your goals and your dreams and your plans. So I like to write music, and I'm never doing anything with it. It's never going anywhere. It's just me kind of composing a first draft of something and composing 100 first drafts, and I feel like it's music that could go out into the world. And so I am trying to sit on that egg and do a few next steps and put it into writing. So I have a program online, and then playing it and editing it, and eventually I need to figure out where to post it for people to buy it. And of course I have ideas for the grand scheme of all the greatness that could happen with my musical talent. I was going to put it in air quotes, but I think it's not really fair to put it in air quotes. And I think that's part of what I'm wanting to talk about on this channel too, is a lot of times we can downplay talents and not realize the greatness within the possibility of our talent, of our gift. And I want to focus on growing your gift and using it to improve the world, and really just focusing on that as this channel, because I think there's a lot of buried treasures. And I've thought of changing my channel name to Buried Treasures, but I'm still bouncing that around. In the Bible it talks about how a master gave talents to his different servants, and one of them just held on to it, one of them buried it, and one of them invested it and was able to come back with more than the talent that he was given. And talent in the biblical story is talking about a unit of commerce. I think it was like a coin that had value to it, like a dime would be to us, but the idea is the same, and it's cute that it happens to be the same word, talent, as your abilities, your talents. And it by no means has to mean that you're going to become rich and famous and all that stuff. It's just, what do you have inside of yourself that you can make the world more beautiful with?
This kind of encourages me to be more involved in building up strength and getting into shape, you know, and like,
Yeah.
because we can explore and find more places and,
Yeah.
you know, do something cool. We could camp, bring a tent and pack people in and just camp right there with just the two of us and Tally,
Yeah.
and catch fish and cook it right there on the spot in some of these places. Just gotta find them. It's a nice alternative to sitting home and watching Netflix.
Yeah, it is.
Mayan
That's right.
as the epitome of what the western coastline should look like. But it really is great.
That needs to be washed. You want to take that off and I can wash it? Another part of this channel is going to be about giving yourself space and time and energy to grow those things, and attempting to achieve some kind of balance, be it work-life balance, time balance, to where you're not always just stuck on busy, because we can be on the hamster wheel all day long and maybe say that we're generating electricity with our hamster wheel, and so we're producing something. Like, I work a lot, which is another reason for a huge gap of time between having done any videos. I am not a workaholic. I just really enjoy working, and I really enjoy being a good employee and doing my best, and what I do in my work I believe in, and I'm helping people. So I tend to pull 50+ hour weeks on a regular basis because I choose to. But I struggled at the beginning of that transition between being young and thinking of myself as a very creative being, very full of possibilities and not promise, because it wasn't about me, it was about I can give something beautiful to the world. And overall, since I started the 9-to-5 when I was 20-ish and combined the 9-to-5 with school and homework, and then combine that with having a family, etc., I grieved at first, leaving behind that so very unique person that did have time to spend so many waking hours on creating the next best novel. And I have a variety of interests. Some of them have waned over the years, but some of them haven't. And I want to be a platform where my example and discussions or topics can just be a hub for people to keep working on their own dreams and their own talents. And I'm not talking about quitting your 9-to-5. I'm talking about not closing your eyes to what you can do with your other hours every day and what you can make with your other hours every day. And it doesn't have to be that you're setting a timeline for this project and that there's a pressure to meet that timeline or that specific goal, but rather that you just don't give up and that you just keep doing some every day. And eventually what you're doing is going to end up in a finished product, and then that finished product eventually has the capacity to affect other people, help other people, and bless other people. It's my hope and goal to be able to do something meaningful with my life before my days are done and have touched and affected people in a meaningful and changing way, and not just to have been a good nurse and just to have fixed these problems at work and just to have even been a good teacher, although I feel like there's a lot of opportunity as well in the teaching that I do in my work. I really enjoy that, but I feel like there's this whole Christian side that matters more, because in my beliefs the spirit matters more than this life, and I can help people in my work, and that in turn helps their spirits. However, I can't directly talk to them about Christianity and spiritual change or spiritual motivations, but I can here. So in this video you're going to see our new house, which is a fixer-upper, but it's an awesome fixer-upper. And we moved here, I think, in September of last year, so it's been almost 6 months now. And we have my mother-in-law living with us, and you'll see us doing some small house improvements. There's a lot of peace and bounty and wisdom in just appreciating what you have, being thankful for what you have. And in these videos going forward, you will see that I keep it real. If there's stuff on the floor, there's going to be stuff on the floor in the videos. I'm not making any shots intentionally Instagrammable, even though I will catch some pretty nature shots when I see them. I think one of the biggest values that I can give you guys is realizing that reality is beautiful. And I think that the metadata, the insinuation given to us by those who have things to sell, that what we have is not enough, I think that's the problem, rather than us not having enough, depending on your situation, of course, depending on if you can pay your bills and other things. But once you're at the point where you can pay your bills and you're not actually physically lacking in something, then that propulsion of it's not enough or being dissatisfied with things, that's the problem. Because other people in the world have way less than we do, but their needs are met, or even sometimes their needs aren't met, but they still have a different perspective about being thankful for what they have. So while we have things that we could complain about, we have a lot that we can be thankful for. And when the world can tend to be a very negative place, it's an extremely helpful tool to have to learn to be thankful for small things. So I got off on a rabbit trail there, but hopefully some of what I just said rings true to you, and I hope that you find that egg to sit on and start working on it hatching.
He sure is cute. He has a little thing down there with her nose in the blanket.
Look at me. I got my nose on my blanket.
See those things up in the bed. Oh my God. Alright. Let's do that guy first.
Got some flavorage. Much nicer already.
If often needs to be done. Right, Tally?
That's right, Dee. Tally.
Oh,
Isabella.
I want to go to a crazy lady.
Tally. Tally. That's not helpful. I'm trying to do the bed.
Do you want to play a game with Mom? Don't you? Yeah, you want to play a game? You want to play a game? Tally's not quite ready for full rollover belly rubs like other dogs will do. She's a little too careful for that. No, you're gonna eat my guts.
Morsels.
They might just not be okay.
Tender. Trying to pull it up over there. Once we get the dog off.
No, I can't show you that.
Come here, Tally. You gotta get down.
She thinks you
Come
might
on.
not be able to control yourself if you see her.
Mm-hmm.
Tenderloins.
Beefsteak.
Yeah. No, it's a little too tender for you.
Are you in just the right spot to help Tally? Are
So,
you in just the right spot?
so it's like half.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? So don't get under this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give something to stop the cat. Maybe it'll catch its claws, you know what I mean? Because if he jumps up on this, like she likes to do, I mean, that is prime area for her to pop this bed. So you need to keep something over that, because it is comfortable. But usually that's all I need. I don't think this will stretch all the way across, but see if this will, because we can have this one down here too. That would be even better. Do you need this?
Well, I have been using it as an extra blanket, yeah.
No.
Because it's cold. Tally's going to the most unhelpful place
like to do.
with every step of this.
Tally. Is it Tally toy? Oh, Tally toy. Tally.
Tally, you didn't know Daddy had such a powerful voice, did you, Tally?
No, Daddy, I
Oh
never
yes, you're cute, alright. You're cute. You should have this burritos or pork not. Check.
This is what you wanted, isn't it, baby?
Yeah, karaoke machine.
You wanted a little PA so that when you're playing piano you can sing your little tune
That's right.
and put up live as it would be in, say, an open mic. Performance.
Break out the eggnog. Alright guys, I will not wait so long again to make another video. So I hope you enjoyed watching me and my little family improve our new place, and there will be a lot more where that came from. And I hope you enjoyed watching me sit on my egg, my piano egg, and work on that project. And may you find your egg and go sit on it. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.